Hey, what's up? This is Ross, and I am back with another Doctor Who journal. And it's been a while since I've done one, and I have just now been completely caught up with the entire new series of Doctor Who. And I am in here to post my thoughts about the final season of Matt Smith, and that is season 7. Alright, so we have the start of season 7, which found that the Doctor was still with his two companions, Amy and Rory. And really that kind of that season, the start of the season really went through a lot of changes between the Doctor and his relationship between Amy and Rory. I think they became more of a family in this season. He became a friend with through 5 through 6, but now he's become more of a family member for them. And so we've got him dealing with a lot of different scenarios from the Daleks again, and a lot of things in between, and it's a very, very intense season, to the point where there are many different emotions that go through the season until we get all the way to the season where the angels, basically the Rory, Amy, and the Doctor confront the angels again, only they're in Manhattan. And that's the season where Rory and Amy die, which puts the Doctor in a very, very precarious position and giving him some very, very human emotions to deal with. Which is like, it makes him go into kind of like a state of depression where basically it's a human emotion, and he's really never experienced that before until we get all the way to the Snowmen, where the Doctor actually meets his new companion, Claire, and who is very fiery, very much a wild stallion, very fiery, very passionate, very curious about everything, and she very much puts new life into the Doctor and gets him out of his funk, to the point where he becomes interested in becoming, so much so becoming the Doctor again, and doing what he did, which is helping people, and he has his friends too as well, where he basically is he has, the Sontaran Commander, and he also has Melody Pond, and he has a lot of people to help him there. And really, when we get to the Day of the Doctor, which is kind of like Judgment Day for the Doctor himself, which leads us into the Day of the Doctor, which I will review later on, really gives us a sense that there is something that the Doctor fears. There is something that does put fear in him, and that is seeing his own gravesite, and so much so that it's seeing his own life unfold before his very eyes, the end of what supposedly is his ultimate lifespan, inside this grave where he sees, so much of what he is inside of his so much so that he peeks inside of his own soul in this episode. That also leads us up to bringing in, John Hurt, the War Doctor, which is a great casting for the War Doctor. I mean, when I saw him, I was like, oh my god, that's awesome, He's an incredible actor, an amazing actor, And the season ended up with a cliffhanger where they show the War Doctor. Alright, so that was a cliffhanger of season 7. And I think the one thing that I have to sum up Matt Smith's entire run to, or to say about it is that I think that his doctor was very, very courageous and very, very brilliant. And David Tennant is still my favorite doctor. I mean, he still will always be my favorite doctor as far as this new series goes. But Matt Smith, his doctor was brilliant, brave, brash, funny. There was a lot of things that, that made his doctor absolutely excellent as well. So, I can't wait for season 8, which will be premiering in August. And it's going to have Peter Capaldi, who was in the in an episode where they went to Pompeii in Doctor Who, and he played a senator or something. I have no idea what the hell he was, but he was in there, and he played Doctor Who, and he is also in an episode of Torchwood, so, and I have no idea what episode that is, but people have been telling me that he is. And so I cannot wait to see what Peter Capaldi will be about, and how his Doctor Who will fit into everything. And what I have to say is this about the new series: it was amazing. It was very emotional. It was extremely. It was very. Very dramatic, and it was very, very, it stood up to the older classic Doctor Who. So, I would probably rate the whole entire series a 9 out of 10. So, that is what I would rate it. And, of course, the classic series gets a 10 out of 10. And so, I'm anxious to see more. So I hope that that we'll get it as fast as they can possibly get it to us. I hope that they don't delay it till Christmas. That would that would really suck. That is all for right now, and I will come back for a review of the Day of the Doctor very soon. Thank you very much for watching this video.